Hi all, welcome back to Bamji Foods DIY. This is an instructional video on how you can prepare your children's gain wet cereal, popularly known as Tombrown. Tombrown is a nutri-mix cereal that is made for particularly babies. It is highly rich in protein and also in carbohydrates. It is also fortified with a lot of fibers, and it is good for babies from 6 months and above, even till toddler stage. How can you prepare this Tombrown? I'm making a portion for a toddler, so watch me and see how I make it. So what I measured was 3 spoons of the Tombrown into my cooking pot, or you can use a saucepan like I'm doing. Then you measure in about half cup of cold water into it and stir perfectly till all the lumps are properly dissolved. Please also note that we can bill this our product to you irrespective of the state you are in Nigeria or even outside Nigeria. We have packages of 1 kg, 500 grams, and we can also sell in 1 pint custard rubber. So after mixing it properly, you can now place it on heat and start stirring. Keep stirring till the mixture starts curdling up. At this stage that your baby food is on fire, you don't actually need to leave it unattended to, because if you leave it unattended to, you may come back and see that the bottom has already curdled up while the upper part is watery, and if you miss it at that particular stage, you end up having lumps in your Tombrown. So you just have to stay put and turn it. Highest within the next 2 minutes, it should have curdled up. 2 to 3 minutes, your baby's food is quite ready for you to serve your baby. You can see it on the screen as how it has started curdling up and getting thicker. The more it stays on heat, the more thicker it gets. By the time you must have prepared this once, twice, and thrice, you will know the consistency that is best for your baby and the amount of water that you should start with. Note that when I was mixing it at the earlier stage, I did not mix it the way we mix pap for it to be thick. You need to mix it for it to be very watery before you can put it on fire. Like I said, it needs to be watery before you can place it on fire, because once you place it on fire and it receives heat, it will start thickening up, and you may also need to start diluting it again depending on the taste of your child. If you are feeding a 6-month-old baby, I would prefer you make it as light as possible. So once it has thickened up, you just have to bring it down from fire and put it into your baby's plate or whatever plate you are using to make it. At this stage, it is quite optional for you to introduce any additional thing into this Tombrown. Example, some mummies can blend apple puree and add at this stage to sweeten their Tombrown. But note that our Tombrown has a lot of date in it, so it is very tasty. Sometimes they can also mash up some bananas and include in this meal to make it very rich. Right now, I just dissolve the baby's milk in water. I will use half of this milk to mix the baby food so that it can lighten up a bit. Then the remaining half, I will just leave it on top while I feed the baby. This is to prevent the surface of the food from curdling up or getting very thick. You don't need to add in sugar into this food, as this our Tombrown is perfectly made for a child, and it has lots of dates in it and tiger nuts, so it is sweet for your child. Mommies, please do not give your children white sugar. Better buy banana from your junction, mash it up and add to your baby's meal. Or you buy apple, boil it, prepare it, blend it and add to your baby's food. Let's try and remove white sugar from our children's milk. After mixing half of the milk, I just topped it up with the remaining half so that it will not curdle up before I could arrange the baby for him to take his food. Remember, as the Tombrown is saying, the more thicker it gets. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.